Hey everyone, it's Zara, and I'm back to film a plan with me. This is using a kit from a shop that's no longer open, and it is like an Italian photo kit. Definitely didn't go to Italy this week, which is what I originally, I think, intended to use this kit for, but I wanted to use it this week because it was my fiance's birthday, and his family is partially Italian, and so it just makes me think of him. And I've been trying to use up kits from my stash, just to kind of use up what I've got and whatnot. One thing I just want to mention, I also want to mention that the washi this week, I believe, is from Michael's, and then the glitter headers I'm pulling in are from a shop that's no longer open. But before I get into the plans of the video, I just wanted to ask for suggestions. I am looking for a new planner for next year. If you haven't heard a lot of the controversy going on with Erin Condren right now, I definitely suggest you look into it, but her values do not align with my values, and so I am looking for a new planner to use in the future. I am going to finish up this planner because I already have it. I like to use things that I have, and I've been on a kick for using up kits and stickers that I have and not buying as many things right now because I am saving up for a wedding, but I am not going to be linking any coupon codes, like for purchasing your first planner, then you get so many dollars off or whatever. I'm not going to link those anymore. I'm not going to tag her on Instagram. I'm not going to make any more mentions. So, like I said, just wanted to throw that out there. But if you have any suggestions for planners that I could use that have kind of a similar layout, I think I might be looking into maybe Light's Planner Action, maybe looking into like a ring bound system, is that the right thing, in the future, but not exactly sure what system I'll use, and maybe I'll try some out before I commit, but you're going to use the next couple of months to do that before I switch over officially in January. So anyways, just wanted to throw that out there at the beginning, and now let's move into the plans. So starting off on Monday, I was still doing a Disney movie a week. So this one was Sword in the Stone. So I used a Munchkin from, I think it was not Snow White, the Sleeping Beauty sheet to mark that in. Then I used a timed plan sticker from a shop that I don't remember who that's from. It was just in my leftovers collection. Then I did some yoga, so I used a sticker from Paper Prints to mark that in. And then the weekend before this, we had stained our deck, so I had to go through and take off all the painter's tape that we had used on our deck. Again, I'm not really sure where that sticker's from. I think it might have been from a Coffee Monsters Co. sampler, but I just had this little tape sticker that was perfect for using. This week for work, I used stickers from Planneresque, the little pill icon, and then the work script stickers from Pixel Cloud Co. Those shops I both have a coupon code for down below if you are interested. And then this was the day that we actually resumed immunizations. So for like a month and a half, we hadn't been doing any immunizations because of COVID-19. So I used an immunization syringe from Lexi Kylie Designs just to mark that in. Then moving on to Tuesday, it was my fiance's birthday. That banner sticker is from Rory's Sweet Addictions. We did some tidying up just because his brother and his fiance were going to be coming over for like a socially distanced visit, and I just wanted my house to look clean in case they had to go use the bathroom and things like that. Markdown worked the same way, and then I got to leave work early this day, that never happens, but I had come in a little bit early for a couple of hours on the weekend to cover one of my other pharmacists, and so I got to leave a couple hours early today, or on this day. So I just used a really happy Munchkin emoji to mark that in. Then we picked up dinner from a Mexican restaurant, and so I have that taco sticker from the Littlest Planner, who I also have a coupon code for down below. Then I just marked down that his brother visited with some little balloons from Paper Bow Prints. So then moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday we watched Mary Poppins, so I used a TV sticker from the Littlest Planner. And then I did some online shopping, so I used a laptop from Paper Bow Prints. But I was really frustrated because it's like I figured out everything I wanted, I picked everything, put it in my cart, and then Joann's wouldn't take my address because my address doesn't always show up in like Google Maps and things like that because it's relatively new. And so I used this shut up and take my money munchkin from Once More with Love, because it kind of was like, just take my money, just let me buy it, you know. I swear my address is right. But then at the same time too, I ended up having to buy the same thing on Amazon, and I had to spend more money on it, like twice as much money, because Joann's had like a sale going on, just because I had already picked it out, I had already committed to what I wanted, and so I just had to just go with it. So use that. Then I had to go to work, and then after work we went for a walk. I used this little shoe sticker from Paper Bow Prints. She had a couple of like multicolor sheets a long time ago in her shop that had that green color, so you'll see her icons coming up a lot because of that. And then we just had a really lazy night. For some reason on Wednesdays, because I work in the morning, sometimes I just feel like a slug when I come home and I don't really do anything like of note. So I definitely just kind of marked in a lazy night because I don't really know what I did. So then moving on to Thursday. Thursday I had the day off, and so I was trying to get a lot of things done. I hadn't had my oil changed since like January or something like that, so it just felt like it was long overdue. So I had to like get my car washed, get gas, get an oil change, and then I also had to pick up supplies for my garden because that was my big project of the day, to plant my garden. It's looking great out there. It definitely is still growing. Haven't had any food coming off of it yet, but yeah, that was like my big project of the day. So the car icon is from the Littlest Planner. I'm not sure where the day off and game night script stickers that I'll use on Thursday came from, but I believe they were from the same shop from a sampler that I had just deconstructed and put in my leftovers collection. And then the garden gloves stickers, my goodness, came from Jalen Paper Co. And then this day I watched two Disney movies just because I didn't watch one on Tuesday. So I watched The Jungle Book, and then I watched The Love Bug, which is very cute. I like Herbie. And then that TV sticker, I believe, is from River Street Stickers. And then the game board icon that I used, I love that one. I think I might need like a whole sheet of them, is from Papershire. And then we played the game Tiny Towns, which is what I got my fiance for his birthday. It was a lot of fun. I think it'd be a lot more fun with more than two people, but you could definitely do it with two people. It's just very obvious to see like where your strategy is going, and it's harder to derail your strategy, if that makes sense. Whereas if you had more people, there'd be a little bit more of like a wrench in the situation, I think. So then moving on to Friday, I had to send off some emails, so I put in a laptop from Paper Bow Prints. This was the day I finally emailed like the catering companies to start getting quotes, which has been something on my to-do list since literally March. So I was very proud of myself for doing that. So yeah, just very excited. So then looked at some vacations. My grandma was seeing if we wanted to use up some of her timeshare points. But there weren't any good vacations within driving distance of us, and we didn't really want to fly, so we ended up just not using her points, but she wants us to use them for our honeymoon, so we'll look into them again in the future. That passport sticker is from Paper Bow Prints again. Then we watched The Aristocats, and that cat sticker is from a shop that's no longer open. I had to refill my dog's medication, and so I used this pill icon from the Hummingbird Planner. And then when I ordered the medication, they were like, oh, the account's under your name. And then when I went to pick it up, then the account was under my fiance's name. So it was really weird. So I just used this iRoll Munchkin just because it seems like their organization system doesn't make any sense. And then I had to go to work. So then moving on to Saturday. Saturday, I started off by filming. That film slate is from Paper Bow Prints. I also had to do the dishes, so that dishes icon is from Nicole Hutch Designs. And I had to mail off a card. I have like a lot of birthdays and Father's Day and my mom's birthday. So I think this was my mom's card that I was mailing off to her. And that mailbox icon is from Paper Bow Prints as well. And then at work, we've been going off of, so since we started immunizations again, I went through our shingles list. Basically, for a while, the shingles vaccine was on back order. We'd get it in very sparingly. And so we had a waiting list for people to say that they wanted it. And then when we had a shot for them, we'd call them, they'd come in, get their shot, and we keep moving down the list. Well, we've accumulated so many shots in the time that we couldn't do immunizations that I basically just went through, called everyone on the list, told them to come in whenever was convenient. Doesn't have to be now, could be in the future, and then threw the list away. So I used this very pumped up, excited Munchkin to mark down that I finished that, because that's been like a year and a half that we've had that list. It's crazy. And then that night I watched Bedknobs and Broomsticks, so I used this television sticker from the Hummingbird Planner. So then moving on to Sunday. Sunday I started off with a workout, and then I did some filming. Both of those icons are from Paper Bow Prints. Then I went to work, and after work we went to the dog park for the first time since it's reopened. I'm not exactly sure what day it reopened, but I think it was a couple of weeks before this. So we went to the dog park, so I used this dog walking Munchkin from Once More With Love, and then her dog went super crazy and, ran so fast that she ended up scratching up kind of like her paws, or kind of her dew claw, I think is maybe what it's called. So I used this Band-Aid sticker from Melo Paper Studios to mark that in, and then we watched Robin Hood, so I used a film icon from Stella Bow Sticker Co., and that is my spread.